In the 1890s, it was expected that a woman's role would be to keep the house and raise children. Few women had a formal education beyond basic schooling, and not many women wanted careers. Jane Elliot was unusual in this respect, because she was a widow, a mother of 7, and also a grandmother when she decided to go to London to pursue a nursing qualification. She had lived a hard and busy life and had very little money after her husband died. There were no social services available to her, so she was wholly responsible for the well-being of her family. Being 40 at the time was relatively old for a woman in the 19th century. After all their children grew up, most women would look forward to a less stressful life, but Jane decided to become a monthly nurse. A monthly nurse was a midwife who delivered babies and assisted mothers with newborns. Being a widow, she would have been far too poor to afford nursing training in London. So she went to the town squire for assistance. He was so impressed by her character and determination that he offered to fund all of her travel and training expenses. She took a pony and trap all the way down from Boosbeck in the north of England to London in the south. Once there, she only completed 7 weeks of training before being put into full-time nursing. During that time, she delivered babies in often grim circumstances. It would have been difficult to jump straight into the responsibilities of birthing and caring for babies with so little experience. After she qualified as a nurse, she serviced a large area of North Yorkshire and travelled around in a pony and trap. She was the first monthly nurse in her area and was in high demand. She would stay with the family for about 10 days, and after helping deliver the baby, she would help the mother and cook meals. It would have taken a lot of courage for her to travel down to London from a remote place like Boosbeck. This courageous woman was my great-great-great-grandmother and someone I am very proud of. She raised 7 children as a widow and then went on to start a brand new career. Most women would struggle to do this today, let alone back then. I don't know what drove her to do it. Did she see a need and a want to help women during birth, when back then the mortality rate was very high for babies? Or did she want a high status and some money for her family? There must have been much easier local work she could have done. So I think she did it because she was a very compassionate and empathetic person. She had given birth to 7 children, and now she wanted to help the less experienced mothers.